You talked about education, staying educated. I wanted some actionable tips from you. Something that you do, whether it's weekly, monthly, yearly, to keep your sword sharp. What's your personal or even professional development regimen like?
So I do try to make sure that I'm reading nonfiction books, so something to do with leadership or personal help or something like that. And I used to have this goal. Last year, I started out with this goal that I really wanted to read a book a week. That lasted for a couple of weeks, and then it got to a book a month, and then maybe a book in 2 months. And I do like to read. I can read fiction really fast. I can eat it, but nonfiction will put me to sleep. So reading's good, and I try to find better books to keep my interest so that I can do that. But one of the other things that I do a little more often than that is I make sure that I subscribe to some of those trade magazines, especially the free ones that are offered to a lot of government employees or fleet
Sure.
people or whatever else. So I'm
Yeah.
seeing Government Fleet Magazine and the APWA magazine and the different things like that. I try to make sure I'm at least thumbing through those and looking for the new ideas, things that pique my interest. And then the other thing that I do is I network a lot with other people in the fleet industry, whether it's at national conventions, whether it's like the PWX or GFX or the NAFA convention, or around here locally, we have a fall conference with our APWA that we have every fall. And then some of the fleet managers have gotten together and we try to meet about once a month and have lunch together just to talk about whatever's bugging us, right? What do you do to take care of this problem? I've got this problem, and you go back and forth. So the networking is really good to keep myself. I feel like I'm keeping a little bit more sharp that way. But the conferences, as often as I can take advantage of a conference, I try to. And then the periodicals that come in, thumb through those and keep myself up. And I've actually been able to find quite a few really good little ideas in them. So it has paid off. It takes usually maybe a couple of magazines you go through and you don't really see anything, but then that fourth or fifth one, there will be an item or two that really catches my eye. And that's actually where I've been picking up some of the information about the new electric vehicles, electric chargers, electric networks and stuff. So it's been really good.
You know,